Okay, well, Rocky and I are outside. There's Rocky. Oh, there he is. He's checking things out. Hi, Rocky. Oh my goodness. Oh, the wind is wild. It is. It's quite wild. It's a wild wind, Rocky. Hey, Rocky's quite the cat. I'll tell you that much. You're quite the cat, Rocky. You are. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. It is windy and cold today. I'm wearing my winter coat and I'm freezing out here. Of course, I don't have the truck, so I can't sit in it to upload videos. So the interwebs doesn't work very well inside the camper. A lot of the time it doesn't work at all inside the camper. And when it does work, it works intermittently. If I hold the phone in just the right place, I can sometimes get the internet to work for a few minutes. But if I hold it at just the right angle and stuff, that's about it. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty bad. The chairs are turned over. That's the wind. Oh my gosh. Crazy situation. Blew the chair right under the bench there. There we go. These won't stay upright, I know that, but I'll put them up anyway just because it's something to do. Okay. Oh. It's crazy. Beautiful maple tree. It's crazy, I tells ya. Oh my gosh. Huh. Well, this is Tuesday, April the, what is it? Let me look and see here. April the 22nd. Yeah, April the 22nd, 2025. My God, it's cold. If it weren't for the wind, it wouldn't be bad, but it's that raw wind is what it is. Huh. But then the raw wind does dry things up at least. It kind of picks the moisture up and dries it up like a huge air dryer kind of a deal. I don't know. Anyway, you see here, I'll go up here and I'll see where I'm at. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Hey, go see if they've put any mail in the box for us. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well. The sky is kind of sort of pretty in a way. But yeah, other than that, it's not that nice a day, really. It's at least not raining, though, or snowing, which is good, I guess. Holy smokes. Yeah. Yeah. I say, with the old truck, I don't know. If it needs a transmission, I can't see the point of putting one into it because it's got over 300,000 kilometers on it, which is around the time when you normally start looking for another vehicle. See, that truck that I paid nearly $4,000 for and then put thousands and thousands more into, put another 2,600 into just to get it on the road, and then have put in the last year thousands more into it. It's got a big hole in the frame, a big rust hole in the frame. It needs brakes, it needs 4 tires, it needs front end work, and the body actually isn't as good as it looks. There's a lot of spray foam in the body. The bottom part of the truck that's painted black, that's mostly made out of spray foam. So, I mean, it also needs a gasoline filler neck. It needs a tune-up really badly. And of course it needs an oil change. But when you add it all up, and then you put a transmission on top of it, which will probably be about $5,000, it doesn't make any sense. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And the thing of it is, it cost, I've gone deeper in debt because of the truck. I only just started to claw my way back up out of it again because of my big tax refunds I have coming because I hadn't filed taxes in the last 4 years, and I filed them all at once. And because of the money from the Buy Me a Coffee fund that I was getting, that's pretty much dried up now, though. I don't get very much out of that now, but for a while it was quite good. The thing is, that money, combined with the tax money, was paying my debts down. So I did manage to pay my debts down by quite a bit, but I'm still deeply in debt, though. I'm still about $10,000 in debt. But I was $15,000 in debt as of Christmas time. Now, last year, before I bought the truck, I was actually where I'm at now. And then I bought the truck, and I ended up back up to $15,000 in debt because of repairs and things I had to do to the truck. I'm not going to do that again. I'm just not going to go back up to $15,000 again in debt. And with the transmission alone, I'd be doing that if I were to put a transmission in it. So I'm just not going to do it. That's all. It ain't happening. But especially with everything else that's wrong with it, because even if I put a transmission in it, it's only going to last maybe another year if I'm lucky, and then the engine will blow up, or you know, the OPP will pull it over and do a check on it and pull it off the road because of the frame or because of the body or for some other reason or whatever. They have big blitzes up here where the Ministry of Transportation pulls everything in and inspects it, anything that's older especially, and they just pull the plates off stuff. Especially if it's an older vehicle, they'll just yank the plates off it. They won't even bother looking at it that closely. They'll just say, well, it's no good, and they'll yank the plates off it. And so that's coming in May. They always have a big blitz in May. So I could literally put $5,000 into a transmission, and then the Ministry of Transportation could pull me over in town and pull the plates off my truck. So tell me I'm not allowed to drive my truck anymore. So, I mean, there isn't any point to putting that kind of money into it. See, that's the kind of vehicle that years ago we'd buy for $300, and we put another $200 into it to get it on the road, and we'd drive it for a year, and then we'd scrap it and get another one, you know. But, so we'd have a total of we'd have under $1,000 into it for parts and repairs and things, you know, for a year's driving. Well, I mean, I've got at least $10,000 into this thing for a year's driving, and it looks like I'm going to have another 10,000 into it if I want to drive it for another year, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But then if you buy a new one, $10,000 would be the down payment, you know, and then you got to pay $800 a month or whatever for 7 years, and the new vehicle will last 4 years before it'll start falling apart. So what are you going to do, eh? Anyway, nature's pretty. Nature's consistently pretty, although this isn't a great day today with the wind and everything, but still, it's still nice to look at, and there's some comfort in that. There's always comfort in God's creation. Even when you're dealing with man's corruption, there's always comfort in God's creation. So there is that anyway. But that's where we're at. That's what's happening here. That's what I'm mulling over in my mind. Hopefully the transmission isn't completely buggered. But like I say, if it is, then that just means that that's the end of the truck, because I'm not going any deeper in debt for it. And, you know, I just can't keep doing this. I'm never going to get out of this hole I'm in if I keep doing things like that. So, it'll be a hardship not to have it. I'd hate to be pushing a wheelbarrow into town on a day like today with the wind and everything to get supplies. But if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. The other thing is, I'm supposed to be leaving this property, and I was hoping to camp in the truck. I have no place to go when I leave here if I don't have the truck. So that's a whole new issue. It means I'm going to have to squat somewhere illegally, is what it means. So that'll be a whole new thing. I did that before. I squatted in the woods behind Walmart before. When I first was homeless, that's what I did. It was very stressful because you never knew when you were going to get caught. You know, never knew when somebody was going to just put me out of there. And I guess now, because there is so much homelessness, they're doing patrols around places like that, and if they catch you, they throw you out of there if they catch you, you know. So, I don't know. The government created this economy that we can't live in, and then they send their henchmen out to throw us out of places where we're trying to survive. So, the government's a murderer, that's all. What can you do, eh? The government's a murderer. Alright, we'll see you later.